Welcome and good morning to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of September 2nd. As we have stated so many times this year is not progressing, this year is flying by. And of course, the question is, how are you doing with your production? How are you doing with the goals you've set? And is it too late? So I've titled this particular session today, it's titled, It's Never Too Late to Succeed at a Higher Level. Okay, we have September, October, November, December left. And the question is, what are you going to be doing with the time you have remaining? Because, see, my belief is we should be putting on an effort between now and December 20th like we've never put out before. Now, what I'm doing with all of our coaching clients is I'm pushing them a little faster, a little harder, and a little more than I have in the past. Why? Because the major portion of all agents virtually stop working, okay, around this time of year. So fascinating to me. I've shared this story with you before. Had a call from an agent who in January said, my goal is to make $600,000 for the year. I said, great goal, okay? That's a lot of money. Well, she called me on June 30th and said, you're not going to believe this. I have earned $450,000 of my $600,000. And I remember saying to her distinctly, well, you know why that's exciting? Because instead of making $600,000, you could make $800,000 or $900,000 based upon the pace you're on. Go get it. Go do it. You can make this happen. I get a call December 1st. I've achieved my goal of $600,000. I said, wait a minute. You had $450,000 of it in the first 6 months, and in the next 6 months, you only did $150,000. She goes, correct. I said, why? Well, because I was close to my goal. Okay, here's what I want you to stop and think about. A major portion, I would say I wrote down 80 to 85% of all agents virtually stop doing what they're supposed to do around the 1st of September through the 1st of October. They completely bring their business to a halt. Question is why? Well, there is a certain percentage that have had the best year of their entire life. A lot of our clients have had their best year, which is exactly why I'm going to be pushing our clients more than ever before to succeed in the last 4 months of the year. Well, if you've had a great year so far, it is human nature to let off, to back off, to take a little bit of a break from the physical, mental, emotional side of the hard work you have to put in. So what I'm going to say to you, if you're already on track or ahead of schedule, you're in a position that very few people are in. Don't let up for a moment over the course of the next 120 days. Press it to the middle because, see, what happens when you press it hard now, you go into December with a lot of feeling of satisfaction, joy, and confidence, which kicks off the new year at the highest level. If you have 5, 6, 7 good listings going into December 1st, you have 7, 8, 9 pendings going in, even 3 or 4, and you know now they're going to be closing in January, look at the relief you have starting the new year. But there's also a pretty good group of people, in fact, the majority of all people in real estate today, that have had a terrible year. That's not the economy that is causing that. It's not your broker and the company that is causing that. It is you that are causing that. So think about it this way. Whatever the number actually is, 5 million, 5.25 million, 5.5 million transactions will take place in the U.S. plus our Canadian transactions. All right, now you've had your worst year ever. There's still millions of deals that are going to be done between now and December. So if you've had the worst year, you have 4 months to redeem yourself. You have 4 months to get it back on track. Now, you may not achieve the goal you've set, but can you do 3 or 4 or 5 transactions in the next 120 days? Of course you can. Can you take 5 or 6 good listings? Of course you can. So for those that are ahead of schedule, keep pressing. For those that have fallen behind, it is a good time to start. Why? Because most agents have stopped. But there's also another factor which we have to think about and comes into play. A lot of agents say, well, it's September, we're headed into the holiday season. To which I go, what holidays do we have in September? Labor Day, that's one day. Well, it's my birthday. Do you take the month off for your birthday? I don't think so. Well, we have October. What holidays do we have? Halloween. Do you get dressed up as a realtor and get candy so you can go door to door? I mean, come on, give it a break here. Well, we have Thanksgiving in November. Well, in Canada, it's the first part of the month, US, the last part of the month. Then we have Christmas. So what we have, if you stretch it out of the next 120 days, real holidays, what, 4 or 5 days? Watch, don't let the fact that holidays can stop your competition to keep you from working hard. You've got to press. Now watch. It's never too late. I found this recently on LinkedIn. Sam Walton, Walmart, opened the first Walmart store at age 44. Think about that one for a minute. Henry Ford, you have to know who they are, started Ford Motor Company at age 40 and didn't introduce the first Model T Ford until he was 45. Ray Kroc didn't purchase and start McDonald's until he was 52. Colonel Sanders didn't franchise his Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was in his late 60s. It doesn't matter how old you are, it's never too late. So our goal at the Mike Ferry organization, with all of the people that watch Mike Ferry TV, are involved in my Monday motivational, attend our seminars, our workshops, our academy programs that are involved in our coaching, is to push you more between now and the end of the year than you've ever been pushed before. Can you handle the pressure of productivity? Because that's really the question, isn't it? Now, watch. It's never too late to start. I'm 74, for goodness sakes. I plan on doing this until at least age 90, and that's only 16 years from now. How old are you today, and where are you going to be in the next 3, 5, 10 years? It's never too late to start. Start today. Let's make this a great September, or as my friend Ed Kaminsky says, a September to remember. But let's not stop in October, November, and December. Talk to you next week. It's going to be a fun series of thoughts in the month of September. Thanks for today.